Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we're playing another Total War Warhammer II Battle Replay. So this one, I'm playing as Bretonnia, and I'm against the Empire, so, yeah, a bit of a bloody conflict. You know, it's never good when humans are fighting in Warhammer. It's always, there's always a lot more dangerous things to be dealing with, so these petty squabbles are very silly. So hopefully I'll be able to put an end to it nice and quickly, and we can get on to, you know, fighting chaos and whatnot. That's the plan. So anyway, I decided to go a bit differently here. So I decided to go with a load of Knights of the Realm instead of the Grail Knights. Usually I just bring a load of Grail Knights and they kill everything. But I wanted to see if I could deal with, you know, just having cheaper cavalry, and maybe not rely on them quite so much. So I went with 3 Knights of the Realm, and I also went with the Knights of the Lionhearted, which are of course the Knights of the Realm Regiment of Renown. I also have King Lou and Leonka. I usually just bring the Fey Enchantress, so I wanted to mix it up again. And I have a big old front line of peasants, so they're all spearmen at arms and men at arms, so nothing fancy at all. All very simple units, but it lets me go fairly wide. Also, I have a couple of peasant bowmen with pox arrows. Pox arrows are always very useful for poisoning things, and also you can get some good damage in with these guys. Also, I do have a Damsel of Life, so I can heal things up, and also I have Flesh to Stone as well, which I don't think I actually get around to using at all, but giving things extra armor is nice. It's pretty handy. So, yeah, that's kind of my army. Oh, no, it's not. I have these two as well. So I decided to go with some mounted yeoman archers. Just having some mounted yeomen is useful. You know, you can sort of get in around the back, chase things off the battlefield, all the rest of it. And the fact they're archers, it means you can kind of probe away at things a little bit more. It forces them to have to react to you. They can't just stand there and get shot at. So it just adds a little bit more of a nuisance, basically. Now my opponent here, he has a very cool army for dealing with Bretonnia. I really like this. So he has a steam tank. So steam tank with all the terror is going to be pretty useful, because he has nothing else with terror here. So terror will help against all those peasants. But that cannon on it will help against all of the, well, scary knights that are always so annoying to deal with. So, yeah, that's going to hurt, actually. Steam tank, interesting choice, but I think here it's very appropriate. Also, we have 2 great cannons over here. So these are 2 more things that would have shredded Grail Knights, so I don't have to worry too much. Because, you know, I don't have anything too expensive. He also has Gelt in the air, so of course Gelt can outrun a lot of things, and you know, I almost went with Pegasus Knights, and I really wish I had, because that would have been so funny hunting him down with Pegasus Knights. So he has Final Transmutation and Searing Doom, so, you know, that's going to hurt. And his front line, this is where things get really just awful. He's got mostly great swords, so, yeah, he has 4 units of great swords and some extra swordsmen, and Sigmar's Sons. So, having unbreakable units in the front, a load of anti-infantry. Frankly, this completely outclasses my front line, just horrifically so. And in the back, he's still got plenty of spearmen guarding the cannons, and also some halberdiers. So this is terrifying. I'm amazed he could afford this, honestly. So we're going to speed things up, and we'll see how I deal with it. So, first off, get the mounted yeoman archers in, and I want to have them start shooting at the cannon crew. Because frankly, they're not going to win this. They're not going to be able to destroy the cannon crew, but it means if they are shooting at other things with the cannon, it allows me to get some more damage in. So I'm going to keep just probing and being a nuisance. It's forcing him to react a bit, and hopefully it means his artillery will be facing this way. Unfortunately, he is shooting at Lewin a little bit. And, yeah, my yeoman archers are not surviving long against all this cannon fire. I was hoping they'd survive a little longer than this, but no, there's a lot of cannons. It's a lot of cannons. But I'm causing a bit of a mischief, so that's something. So, I've still got my guys hidden in the trees. I'm not sure if they're actually hidden. One of them is, but still, cover of trees is better than nothing. Also, I've got the Knights of the Lionhearted hiding behind this big rock covered in trees. So, you know, less fodder for the cannons. So anyway, here, I'm trying to push up with everything. I'm going to get my pox arrows to go straight for the cannon, because it doesn't look like he wants to advance. He doesn't want to leave gaps for me to sneak in and deal with his units. So he's staying in a tight formation. So that's one thing that I guess is going for me a bit. It means my arrows can hit what I want them to hit, but other than that, this is going to be an absolute nightmare to get through. So anyway, still got my yeoman archers causing a bit of a fuss, and now these swordsmen are caught out, I can charge them with my cavalry. So that's nice. So I'm going to get my cavalry involved now, because the front line is approaching. So here, you see, I've taken a lot of damage with King Leonka, and, well, I mean, that's never good, is it? And now he's been hit by Final Transmutation. It is upgraded, and at this point, I should have used that ability of his. Which one is it? It's one of the shieldy ones. Oh, I don't have to zoom into it at all. It's, not Sword of Corone, Lion's Shield. That's the one. It gives magic resistance. Why didn't I do that? That was really stupid. And missile resistance. Why didn't I use that? So, bit sloppy, honestly. But here, I managed to catch out these swordsmen, so that's nice. Barely taking any damage. But he is getting a surround on me, which is actually very wise. You know, he's being very clever to make best use out of his units when he can. But that cannon is pretty much toast. Now, Lewin has been chased away. I've used a regrowth on him. He does regenerate on his own, of course. But he's taking a lot of damage, so I had to use a regrowth on him. I was trying to bob and weave, but unfortunately he broke. So that's a pity. But this cannon is dealt with, so that's nice. Also, these spearmen are almost dealt with too, to be honest. They're almost breaking under just how much stuff there is. And here I'm getting my mounted yeoman in the back, which is nice, so causing a bit of a fuss. But I have lost a fair few knights there, which is a bit of a pity. But anyway, Lewin is back, so that's something. Knights of the Lion-Hearted trying to get in the back. And these guys I need to heal up. They're barely denting these great swords. I need my cavalry for the great swords. There's also spearmen everywhere. This is very scary. So I'm going for the next cannon crew with all of my archers. Hopefully I can deal with them quickly, and amazingly my front line is holding just long enough for these archers to get some damage in. So hopefully I can get rid of this crew. So here I try and get a rear charge into his greatswords, because I've got to deal with his greatswords, but that charge was pathetic. So anyway, I'm going to double back and charge these guys instead, and I will need to get on this steam tank soon. So I do have Knights of the Realm moving in around the back, but you see a load of my front line is starting to buckle, and halberdiers are charging forwards. This is a bit iffy, so I need to move away. I need to move all my bowmen away. But that's a cannon crew gone, so that's good. Both the cannon crews have been, you know, at least taken offline for the moment. So that's something. And now, Knights of the Realm, they're coming in for the steam tank. Honestly, I was hoping they'd do better against the steam tank, but they don't have a lot of armor piercing, and it's the armor that's going to keep it alive. Definitely not its melee defense. 11? I mean, that's pathetic. So anyway, charging with cavalry, trying to single out what units I can, try and do some damage to the greatswords. There are halberds nearby, of course, and I've still got mounted yeoman archers causing a mischief in the back. Lewin is on his way back in, so that's something. And here, I'm just trying to get some charges into these guys. But a lot of these charges seem a bit ineffectual, to be honest. So that's a pity. But anyway, excuse me, sorry, my throat's still a bit rubbish. I mentioned that yesterday in a comment. Anyway. So Lewin, he's coming in with everything, using Earth Blood on these guys, and I'm trying to deal with some of these great swords. Lewin is very good at dealing with things like that. He will do a lot of damage. So finally, he's involved, and he's able to use his buffs to try and help my front line out. But my cavalry are getting a bit messed up in here, but I need all this stuff to be kind of pinning things in place, because I need my archers to start firing. I need to start causing hassle here. So also, I really need to start shooting these halberds. These halberds are probably the best target for me, honestly, because, well, they're not going to do much. Yeah, they're not going to be able to chase me around much, but they're going to get in the way. So if I can just kill them, they don't have much missile resist, not much armor. I may as well kill them, honestly. I really should have done by now. So, my bad. Anyway, Knights of the Lion-Hearted, they're trying to deal with the steam tank. It's taking some time. Another heal goes off, but I don't really catch much with it. I'm trying to chase Balthazar a little bit here, and I think he's going to use another final transmutation on top of me, I think. Yep, there we go, another upgraded one. So at this point, I think I do actually use the shield ability. Nope, I don't, do I? No, I bloody well don't. I know I do at one point, but no, I let him hit me with 2 upgraded ones before I bother. Oh my god. Anyway, so Lewin is getting very, very hurt. So I have to be careful with him now. So here, getting on top of the cannon again, can't have him coming back online. And, yeah, my damsel, she's just going to fight something, I think, because I don't have many options left. So finally, getting rid of those halberdiers. So things have been a bit sloppy so far, honestly. Things are a little bit sloppy, but I'm still holding. I mean, Gelt, he's not too big a threat in melee, so as long as I can get rid of his land forces, it's going to be tough for him to really get any work done. But he does have a conduit and Staff of Valance, so he's going to be getting a load of magic, so that's very scary. So anyway, going to charge into these spearmen because they're not braced, going to get Lewin to come in here as well. I'm hoping to terrify these guys, honestly. I just want to break these guys quickly so I can get back to fighting other things, but they don't break very quickly at all, which is concerning. So anyway, here, got my men-at-arms coming to try and deal with these other spearmen, because my damsel's fighting them at the moment. I don't want that to happen. So I have to pull these guys out, because amazingly those spearmen hold. So I just took a load of damage, which I didn't need to. And now King Lewin is under attack again, which is very annoying. But halberdiers are gone, so that's good. And here, my men-at-arms are chasing the greatswords. Yeah, probably not a good idea for them, honestly, but it's good for me. So, poor guys. Anyway, more units are returning in places. His swordsman got a bit zealous and started chasing me, so that's fine. They're kind of out of the way. And finally broken these greatswords, trying to get some archer fire on these Sigmar sons. But honestly, it could be a bit of a waste. They got good shields, and it's not going to get hurt too much. And they're unbreakable. I really just need to charge them and kill them. But anyway, so I have Lewin in here again. So I have debuffed everything in here. Just their melee defense, unfortunately. I can't lower their attack, which is a real pity. But here I am dealing with the steam tank. Hopefully, finally. But there's so many spears in here, and the only thing backing up Lewin is Knights of the Realm, which are also going to do rubbish against the spears. So this is all a bit iffy for me. It's not good. At least I lowered his armor a bit. Only 130 armor. Oh god, they have so much armor. Anyway, over here, they are trying to get on top of my peasant bowmen, which is a nuisance. So I'm coming in with my Knights of the Realm that I had routed. So they're going to come back in, hopefully free up my peasants, because these peasant bowmen are going to be vital for me to finish units off. So here, Lewin is almost broken, which is not good. I just need to kill the steam tank. Stop attacking the spearman, buddy. Oh, he broke. He broke. Of course he did. Anyway, another heal goes down. Hopefully he'll keep these knights of the realm in the fight. And Lewin is in a lot of trouble here. So I'm being a bit chased, which is annoying. But, you know, I managed to wrap up Sigmar's sons. Only 2 left. That's something. And these knights of the realm come in the back and are attacking the steam tank again. So Lewin is back yet again. He has 600 health, which is pretty pathetic. But I need to get rid of the steam tank, because if he can fire at me at all, he can just get so much value. So I've got to stop him. So even the damsel's coming in this time. And now Lewin comes in, but it's too little too late. It's already dealt with. Well, good effort, Lewin. Anyway, so I'm trying to wrap up what units I can. I have the maneuverability advantage at this point, and he's run out of things to shoot me with. So that is a good advantage for me. But all of his units just outclass mine so much. So that's a real pity. So I'm going to take a glass of water. My throat is still really bad. Ah, sorry about that. Anyway, so, chasing off the swordsman. Actually terrifying them, so Lewin is being useful. Yay! Only 600 health though, it's pretty pathetic. Oh, Lewin. Anyway, managing to break some more of these units. He's, you know, trying to reform, but this is all pretty scattered. It's not looking great. Sigmar's sons finally dealt with, and now I've got my archers back online again. Bring some units back from over here, and now I'm going to start firing into great swords, I believe, because they're the biggest threat. So here, get a nice charge in with the Knights of the Realm as well. Hopefully I can break them with a charge, and all these units are breaking. So back here, more great swords, unfortunately, and here I get another Earth Blood on them. So amazing my damsel still be able to get some spells off. But Gelt is sort of chasing over here, changes his mind, and another final transmutation. So here I do actually use that Lion Shield, but it was kind of after it ran out. Oh, Lewin. He's not doing very well today, is he? I've been a bit sloppy with him, truth be told. But anyway, so these great swords are being rounded up. I still have some cavalry, but barely any. Leadership is awful. I mean, 400 health between 6 of them. That's not good. But I've got archers. I have archers, so that's good news. So here, I see everything is broken. The odd thing is starting to rally, so I'm going to charge in and try and deal with this stuff. Which is a mistake, honestly. I should have regrouped. I could beat this army easily. One volley from my arrows into anything that tries to come back, it's going to break immediately. So that's what I should have done. So here, seeing me charge in and try and kill everything, he's going to get Gelt after Lewin. So I'm going to use his abilities, and Lewin swings, does a ton of damage, but he was only a 1 hit from death. So Gelt actually killed Lewin there, which is insane, but can't be helped. Yeah, Gelt actually got the win. Unfortunately, because of my lord just dying, these guys that were hanging on by a thread are going to run away, and it means Gelt can chase them off the battlefield. So that's very annoying. So I'm going to regroup. At this point I try and regroup. So here, dealt with some more swordsmen with all my returning units, and they're going to have to try and come back in. I need to regroup everything here. Because unfortunately, he's got a load of stuff that's starting to return, including great swords, he's got some spearmen, Gelt still has plenty of health. But balance of power is slightly in my favour, I think mainly because of my damsel and the Knights of the Realm are contributing a fair bit, even though I only have the 1 unit in the Knights of the Realm. It's not great. It is really not great. Yeah, this is pretty dire. I mean, God, what have I got left? Oh, another unit rallied there. But everything's holding on by thread right now. If he still had Terror on the table, I think I would have lost. If that steam tank was still going, yeah, I would have been gone by now, frankly. My leadership is not good enough. So here, get a nice 1 volley into the swordsman to break them, and then I charge them with cavalry to try and wipe them out. And then I stop these guys firing. So just 1 volley, and then charge. It's enough. It's enough to keep that leadership penalty for being shot at, does some initial damage, then the charge can finish. So here, probably should have just kept chasing, honestly. But I wanted to get onto the next unit nice and quickly, because I want to finish these guys off before Gelt can come back. Because if Gelt is in the air, he's going to end up breaking, right? So I just need to finish off all these little stragglers. Unfortunately, I should have kept just the damsel chasing the swordsman, honestly. Just make sure that they don't come back, because they're going to come back, which is pretty stupid. Anyway, so, next up, the spearmen. These guys obviously don't have any shields, they're just the standard spearmen. So this volley is going to hurt a lot. So, beautiful. And now the damsel charges, and... oh, that wasn't enough to break them. That should be, though. There we go. So now Gelt is probing. He wants to come in. He's going to try and help out these swordsmen. So I'm going to try and regroup. I'm going to run away from them. And I'm going to start moving the Knights of the Realm around this way. But unfortunately, there's no way I can get to him in time. So I'm going to try and shoot at the swordsman instead. So he shatters those two. And now I'm shooting at the swordsman with my archers. Hopefully I can get rid of these guys nice and quick. I'm not going to try and shoot at Gelt. He's too quick. He'll be able to bob and weave. Nope, just need to kill his ground forces. So there we go. Without units on the ground, the enemy is forced to land. So that's good. So he's going to go after my damsel, because she's on her own. and she's going to affect the balance of power a lot. But obviously I can screen with the Knights of the Realm fairly well. Knights of the Realm will absolutely smash Gelt to pieces. But I still have to be careful, because if he's got enough magic left, which I kind of think he doesn't, because he just used the one final transmutation at the end, rather than a upgraded version, it's still dangerous, right? Even a Searing Doom, if I try and surround him, could be enough to finish me. So it's painful. So anyway, Dam's going to be moving, and I'm going to start ordering guys to come near. I'm going to get my archers start shooting at him, and I do manage to dodge that attack, but unfortunately he comes and hits me in the back, which is a shame. So anyway, now he's poisoned, so that's good news, and my Knights of the Realm charge in. I think my damsel did take some of the arrows there, which is a pity. But anyway, Knights of the Realm are on his tail, and they're not going to let him go. So they're going to keep chasing. So another knock to the back, and come on, just stay down. There we go. So it's not going to prevent him from cycle charging. There's not a lot he can do. So now I've got my Knights of the, sorry, not Knights of the Realm, my Man-at-Arms charging in. I'm going to charge in the damsel as well, just because she can hit fairly hard. So the more stuff I can get in here, the better. But of course, a Searing Doom could wipe out most of my army. Luckily, though, it seems like he's depleted. He just didn't have any spells left. Thank Christ, because, yeah, this is dire. This is very dire. So here, I do manage to whittle him down, and that is a shatter. So, Pyrrhic victory. Definitely Pyrrhic. Do you know who won here? Chaos won here. It was definitely Chaos that won. Gelt is dead, Lewin is dead. All the armies are dead. Everybody's dead. One of the few remaining, I think there's only 7 steam tanks left. One of them is destroyed. Everything's terrible. Chaos wins today. So yeah, great fight. Very fun. And also, it was nice actually getting a lot of use out of these guys. Knights of the Lionhearted, I think they got focused down a fair bit because they're shiny. But the other guys, they were just running rampage. Look at that, 197, 137, 157. Apparently they like 7s, even 74. Yeah, Knights like 7, apparently. So that went brilliantly. It was nice just using Knights other than Grail Knights. You know, usually Grail Knights will just smash everything, and you just spam a load of those, and you're usually fine. I think I would have won easier if I had done that, honestly. But it meant I would have been very, very narrow with my lines. I would have had to drop the amount to Yeoman at least, although they didn't do a huge amount. So, I don't know. Usually I'd bring the Fey Enchantress, and yeah, now I think I probably should do all the time. Lewin's just too big a target. He does have some great... Excuse me. He does some great abilities, but he's a big target, and I think that's the main thing. You can just hit him with too much, which is really a pity. Yeah, the Fey Enchantress, much smaller target. She's got some great abilities to help the front line out. You know, the Mists of the Fey are just huge to be able to debuff the enemy. You know, she has that Mortis Engine effect. So in a close game like this, she can just help. If there's like a final mosh pit of a load of injured units, just her being in it will win you the fight. You know, they'll just get drained and break. So, you know, I think she would have been more useful than Lewin. Although, if I had used Lewin's abilities when I should have, then Gelt would have actually wasted a ton of Winds of Magic, because he was only ever hitting Lewin. He wasn't hitting anyone around him. So, because Lewin was on his own the whole time. So, all those final transmutations, they were hitting Lewin and Lewin alone. So, if he could negate half the damage from that, that'd be pretty great. So, you know, there's an argument to be made for bringing Lewin, but he's such a big target. Unless you can shut down the cannons very, very quickly, he's going to get routed and potentially chased off the battlefield before you can actually, you know, capitalize with him. Which is a pity. But anyway, so, yeah, this was a lot of fun. So, Stable Genius, thanks for the fight, dude. That was fantastic. And hopefully you enjoyed this cast. So, guys, if you did enjoy this, please do comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good day, guys.